Hi everyone. So in this video, we're going to work through a Year 12 stats question from the AS 2018 paper. And this question is on linear regression. So a company is introducing a job evaluation scheme. Points X will be awarded to each job based on the qualifications and skills needed and the level of responsibility. Pay Y pounds will then be allocated to each job according to the number of points awarded. Before the scheme is introduced, a random sample of 8 employees was taken, and the linear regression equation of pay on points was y equals 4.5x minus 47. Part A says describe the correlation between points and pay. But just before we get into the video, I want to make you all aware about a web app that I have created. Now, this app that you see on the screen here is designed to predict the 2027 Edexcel A-level Maths topics that will come up in your 2027 exams. So now that the 2026 exams have finished, we now have access to those questions. So what I've done is I've analysed all of the questions from 2026 back to 2018, and also including the sample and the specimen Edexcel papers. And I've used that data to put together a model which will predict the topics for the 2027 exams. And if we just scroll down here, you will see how accurate this model that I'm using is. So if you do want to have access to the full predictions for the 2027 exams, and also have access to a web app which will generate mock exam papers based on these predictions, that is what you can get if you do sign up to this app. Just go to the link in the description of this video, and also you can get the link to this web app in my bio. Click that link, sign up. You can see on the top right of the page here, you can sign up to the app, and you'll be able to access all of these 2027 predictions. Okay, so here we have a model of, obviously it's a linear equation, a straight line graph, y equals mx plus c. So you have a gradient here of 4.5, which is positive. Now, when you have a positive gradient, what does that mean? It means the graph is increasing, or the function is increasing. And you've got a y-intercept here of 40 or minus 47 for your y-intercept. So if you were just to sketch a little graph of this, just to visualize it, so you've got your y-intercept to minus 47 there, you've got a positive gradient, something like that. So that is what the model is going to look like. So what is the correlation between the two variables here? It's obviously a positive correlation. So that is our answer to part A, positive correlation. Perfect. So now part B. Give an interpretation of the gradient of this regression line. So obviously the gradient is 4.5, but what does that represent? So remember from pure maths, the gradient is obviously change in y over change in x, or in other words, it is how much the y variable changes for every increase in 1 unit of the x variable. So that's the definition of a gradient. So basically, when you increase a point, or when you increase the points needed for the qualification, or the job, sorry, the points needed for each job by 1, then your y value or your pay increases by 4.5. So as you move along 1, you go up 4.5. So that means that the 4.5 represents a £4.50. Just make that A look like an A there. So it's a £4.50 increase in pay for every extra 1 point. Okay, so as you move along 1, you go up £4.5. Perfect, so that's part B. Just another quick interjection. If you are currently doing Edexcel A-level Maths and you feel that you're struggling or you're falling behind and you're not quite getting that grade that you need to get in order to get into university, or perhaps you're a parent watching this and you're worried about your child's progress, what you can do is you can head to my website. Now, my website is in my bio and also in the description of this video. Click onto the link, and you can watch a brief video about me and my background. You see this video on the screen here. In this video, I outline the style and the structure of my tuition. You can also read some of my reviews and testimonials from other parents and students who have worked with me on this website too. So if you feel like one-to-one tuition is something that would benefit you in order to get the grades that you need to get, then again, just head to this website, And what you can do is you can book a free 90-minute call with me. And in that call, we'll spend some time discussing you, your situation, your ambitions, what you want to achieve, the grade you want to get, and why you feel like you're struggling and why you feel like maybe tuition is the right path for you. And we'll also spend some time basically doing a free trial lesson where I will help you out for free with any particular topics or any particular areas of the syllabus that you know you need help with. And by the end of the call, we can then discuss whether one-to-one tuition is the right path for you to get you that grade you need to get. So once again, the link to my website is in the bio and in the description of this video. Now for part C, explain why this model may not be appropriate for all jobs in the company. So remember that this is obviously our graph here on the page that we drew before. Now, what can you see? Well, clearly you would have negative pay. So remember, Y is pay, that there is pay, and that here is points. So if you have a number of points for a job below this number, well, the pay is negative, which is obviously impossible. So what we can say with this one is if we set 4.5 x minus 47 equal to 0, then this gives us that x is equal to 47 over 4.5. And I'll just work out what number this is on my calculator. 47 over 4.5 gives me 10.44 recurring, or 94 over 9. So 94 over 9. So what we can say, if points are less than 94 over 9, then pay would be negative. So therefore, model not suitable for jobs with, sorry, with, not will, with points less than 94 over 9, less than 94 over 9. Perfect. So that would be our part C answered there. Now, if you do have any questions or any comments, do feel free to drop a comment below, but hopefully that question did make sense.